Krishna said, "This world has been considered as Ashwatha, peepal tree, that has its roots above and its branches below. The Vedas are its leaves. The one who knows this tree, that is, the world, he knows all the Vedas. In this tree-like world, nourished by the three gunas, the different species in the form of branches are spread below, in the middle and above. The sense objects are the shoots, the roots that bind us according to our karma in this human world, are also spread everywhere above and below. The real form of this tree-like world, as described, cannot be experienced here, because it neither has its existence nor its origin or end. Having cut this firm-rooted Ashwatha tree with the strong axe of dispassion, then one should search for that supreme path, finding which he would not return to this world. I surrender to that primal Purusha, from whom the flow of this beginningless world has evolved. Knowing this, one should surrender to that Supreme Self. Those who are free from delusion and pride have won over the evils of attachment, are ever established in the Supreme Self, free from all desires, and are liberated from the opposites of joy and sorrow. Such wise ones attain that supreme eternal abode. That supreme abode cannot be illuminated by the sun, moon, or fire, attaining which the beings do not return to this world. That is my supreme abode. It is an eternal part of me, which is stated in the form of the embodied soul in every body of this world. Therefore, it attracts the five senses and the mind which is established in Prakriti. Just like the wind takes with it the fragrances away from their sources, similarly, the embodied soul carries the mind and the senses with it and moves to another body after leaving this body. This embodied soul dwells in the other body, and by presiding over the ears, eyes, skin, tongue, nose, and its mind, it enjoys the sense objects. The deluded ones cannot understand the embodied soul as the one discarding the body, or as the one experiencing the sense objects subject to the three gunas of Prakriti while dwelling in the body. But the wise ones with the eyes of wisdom do understand. The yogis practicing yoga and sadhana are able to realize the self-established in their hearts. But the deluded ones with impure minds are unable to understand this in spite of their best efforts. Know that the brilliance of the sun that lights up the entire world, along with the radiance of the moon and the fire, have originated from me. I am the one who enters the earth and supports all beings through my energy, and it is me alone who becomes the moon and nourishes the medicines, plants, taking the form of the digestive fire, dwelling in the body of all beings, and united with the incoming and outgoing breath. It is I who digest the 4 kinds of food. I am the one abiding in the hearts of all beings. Memory, knowledge, and forgetfulness happen through me only. I am the one worth knowing through the Vedas, and the knower of the Vedas and Vedanta. Vedanta, the system of philosophy that further develops the implications in the Upanishads. There are 2 types of Purushas in this world, the perishable and the imperishable. The bodies of all beings are perishable, and the embodied soul dwelling in all beings is imperishable. However, the Supreme Purusha, other than all of these, is that Supreme Self that alone pervades and maintains the 3 worlds. I am far beyond the perishable, destructible Prakriti, and far superior to the imperishable, embodied souls. Therefore, I am considered as Purushottama amongst the world and the Vedas. O Bharata, the ones free of delusion, who realize me as Purushottama, knowing all, they worship me alone in all ways. O Anagha, this most secret teaching has thus been imparted by me. O Bharata, the one who knows this in the same manner, he becomes wise, and his mission in life is accomplished.